Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Danny Cass. You have a little bit of an active pattern here for the next 5 days or so, and then things get pretty quiet for the rest of the first week of April. So for tonight, could see some stronger storms with anything that moves through the region, and kind of area-wide, or I should say not area-wide, but countrywide, the better risk of any severe weather will be kind of towards the south near Kansas City and Tulsa, down towards Dallas as well. But locally here, we take a zoom on in, mainly for areas south and west, we could see a chance of maybe some stronger storms. It's the lowest risk, only a level 1 out of 5. And with this, the main threat would be maybe some small hail, maybe some gusty winds as well. Not expecting any tornadoes. And again, maybe it'll be a warning or two. It'll be right on that threshold of 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. But I think for the most part, it'll just be some general showers, maybe gusty winds 30 to 40 miles per hour, maybe some pea-size hail. And this timing would be from 9 p.m. tonight into 4 a.m. early Sunday morning. And then after that, any severe risk, if any, is over by then. So I'll show you that here on future tracks. So for the early part of the night hours, we're dry, and then about 9 o'clock, we'll see some showers and storms developing off to our west. Then they'll move past I-35 and move into the region. So you see here's midnight. Again, you can see a couple of cells that have some heavy rain with it, and this is where we could see those gusty winds and small hail. By 4 a.m., you can see pretty much just scattered shower activity, and then throughout the day on Sunday, just could see some general scattered showers, nothing too crazy. Some breezy winds no matter what, but that's more associated with the system moving in as we cool down throughout the day. As we cool down, here's 6 o'clock, you're noticing some snow, maybe a rain-snow mix. Not expecting much accumulation with this because of how warm the ground is, but maybe could see a little bit of snow accumulation on grassy and elevated areas. That is out by midnight, and then for the day on Monday, we'll have a little bit of mix of sunshine and cloud cover as we start on the last day of March there. In terms of general precipitation, and mainly it's going to be rain, but I think south of Highway 20, maybe about 1/4 of an inch. Any areas that are under thunderstorms could see a little bit more, and then north of Highway 20, especially the farther north you go, maybe about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of precip there. So that snowfall, as I mentioned, only very light. If we do see anything, it'd be on grassy and elevated surfaces along and north of the Highway 20 corridor. Winds will be pretty strong over the next 24 hours, especially during the day tomorrow. Tonight, anywhere from about 5 to 15, and then as the winds shift from the south to the west to the northwest, that's where we can see those gusts up to 30 miles per hour, and that'll continue tomorrow evening and then into early on Monday morning. So overall tonight, low temperatures going to be quite a bit of a divide, as a stationary front, as you can see, is really just centered. If you cut the viewing area in half from northwest to southeast, just cuts it in half. Low 50s to the southeast, and then upper 30s and low 40s to the northwest. Showers and storms, as I mentioned, some of those could be on the stronger side, but no widespread severe weather expected. Then you can see that stationary front yet again, basically splitting the viewing area in half. It will start to move through the early morning into the afternoon, so temperatures will be falling throughout the day. That scattered shower chance with strong winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. So now here we fast forward to Tuesday, and here's another chance of maybe seeing some stronger storms, but for us, we basically shoot the gap with the timing because it looks like the primary chance of any storms would be overnight where there's less energy. So you can see a pretty barren map, and you're like, Danny, what are you looking at here? Well, basically, I just want to highlight the areas of where it could be. So Kansas City, Lincoln, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa. Let's zoom in here to show you a better look. So this is for Tuesday night. You can see that risk is just on the southwestern edge, or just off of the southwestern edge. That's more towards central and southwestern Iowa. And if we were to see anything, it would maybe be some large hail. But again, I think for the most part, we stay out of it because of the timing of it arriving more towards the midnight hour onward. Then Wednesday, as the cold front moves through, you can see now this is a bigger threat here. You can see a pretty enhanced risk here. This is a level 3 out of 5 risk for areas like St. Louis, Paducah, Little Rock, Louisville, and Indianapolis, and a level 2 risk kind of surrounding those areas. And for us, it's right on the southeastern edge, but as you're going to see on future track, I don't think we'll really see any of that chance again. I think we're going to shoot the gap where that cold front will move through by Wednesday morning, and anything we do see during the day on Wednesday will be below severe criteria, but technically we do see it for our far southeastern areas. As I mentioned, though, where that level 3 risk is, that's where the better chance is, and I don't expect to see any of that here in eastern Iowa. So here's a look at Tuesday morning. We're going to start off Tuesday dry, and then as we head through the afternoon and evening hours, this is where we could see maybe some light rain. You saw that pink and blue for now. I do think it'll stay as rain, but temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler Tuesday in the 40s. Now here's that chance of maybe some stronger storms. You notice this yellow and orange, again, that's where that level 2 was Tuesday night. that's where we could see maybe that severe weather with really some heavy rain. I think primarily the threat for us is just going to be heavy rainfall as it moves through. That's where you see those yellows and greens here. And now you notice that cold front starting to move through. That moves through, and then by the time we get to noon, here's that front continuing to move through, and that's where we'll see some storms triggered. But we're already behind that. So anything we do see, you can see it doesn't look too menacing here. So I think it's more just scattered showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. The stronger stuff's going to be off to the southeast where you're seeing those heavy pockets of rain as we talked about earlier. So that'll continue to move off to the east, and then by Wednesday night we're done with any rainfall there, and then we'll be dry for a majority of the rest of the week. So if we take the precip starting tonight, and then with this upcoming system, the upcoming system is going to have like a better chance of more. So anywhere from maybe 1 inch to 2 inches, but we're kind of avoiding the worst of it. So here's the blues and pinks, but there's some reds here that could see 2 to 3 inches in Wisconsin. Then just off to the southeast, Cincinnati area, that dark orange, that's more towards 4 or 5 inches of precipitation. So we're really avoiding the worst of it. So I think we'll just get good rainfall, but avoid any of that flash flooding, of course, that can cause a whole lot of issues. So your city-by-city forecast for Waterloo, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, and Iowa City to recap. Scattered shower chance tomorrow. Temperatures falling throughout the day. Maybe a little bit of rain, snow, primarily for areas Dubuque and Waterloo, at least in the city-by-city forecast. That chance north of Highway 20. Dry on Monday. Light rain chance Tuesday. The best chance will be Tuesday night into the day on Wednesday. Will be windy, Tuesday and Wednesday as well, especially Wednesday as that front starts to move through. Then after that, things are pretty quiet except for a light rain chance on Saturday. High temperatures pretty seasonal in the upper 50s and low 60s.